Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to the next must-get items video, which this time round is Easter / Grenwog / Earth Day / Spring, whatever you'd like to call it. We've got loads of events back. Of course, this is the month of April for those of you who are not aware, if you're watching this sometime in the future and wondering when they're going to come back. But we're going to go through loads of different boss drops, some quest rewards that you're able to get, as well as having a look at some merge shops that are available to you. We are starting at the Join Grenwog map, so if you've not looked at either of the two shops in here, I'd thoroughly recommend going through. Some of them have some really nostalgic items in there, and some of it also has some slightly newer gear as well, so it is worth a quick look through. We won't go through every single item in both these shops because there's quite a lot to go through, and it's something you're able to quickly go along and have a look at yourself anyway. Now, Cabadry does have something very, very important. Not only is there your backpack of eggs you're able to get, but crucially, if you're a member, you're able to get the Vorpal Bunny. Now, Vorpal Bunny is a very important quest pet because if you're a non-member, you are able to actually click on the Vorpal Bunny, and then you're able to get yourself the OG Bunny Berserker armor by completing the quests that are in here. This is one of my favourite sets, and probably the most nostalgic thing for me when I think of Easter in Adventure Quest is going through and getting this set many times over the years. So if you haven't done that before, thoroughly recommend getting it. It is quite cool in my opinion. Okay, so Rabid Lepus. This boss is to the left in the Grenwog map, and as you can see, there are a wide variety of items you're able to get from here. A lot of them are not AC tagged though, which is a shame. And then to the right, you have the Grenwog itself, and as you can see, there is a chocolate bite of destiny axe you're able to get, and does crucially have an AC tag. It is a bit of a meme item, but if you're a collector of the likes of Destiny, definitely worth grabbing. Okay, so Gren's story. So the Grenwog maps are a little bit weird. Not many of them have overly much content. It is one of those things, generally they just bung it all on the Grenwog each year, all the new stuff. However, if you do go along to the Jurassic Grenwog, you can get yourself a Stone and Bone item drop if you do want it. I probably wouldn't be getting it, but you know what, it's there, it exists, so better show you that. We are now over to Join Elixir Grenwog, and again we have got yet another merge shop you can go through and have a look at. Loads of buddy blasters, a couple canes, and you also have plenty of pink themed gear if you are again a collector, or indeed want even more pink items added into your inventory to go with some ones you may already have. There is a boss monster here, the Elixir Grenwog again itself, and as you can see, you can get things such as the colourful Grenwog garb, and again even more canes and loads of AC tag gear, so it's worth farming for and just keeping the ones you like and just banging them in the bank, or again just putting them all in the bank. Join War to War, and some of the war quests do have some random item drops you're able to get, such as a ceremonial temple outfit. There is another variant of that we'll show you, and there's loads of water guns you're able to get as well. There is also this merge shop, which would you believe has even more canes. However, surprisingly, there is some AC tag gear in here, so if there is anything you particularly fancy, it could potentially be worth a few minutes of your time going and getting it. The Solar Flare boss is located to the right, and you can get the Dark Ceremonial outfit AC tag from him, and also a prismatic version of your water gun if you do also want that, which means it is colour custom as it's prismatic. Join Totengeld is one of the many maps you're able to access the Earth Day shop. Now, the Earth Day shop, again, has one of my most favourite items in here because I think it is just so quirky, and you'll see it once we get to the armour page, because if you are a fan of green foliage, you're able to trans yourself for free into a prismatic blossom bush. So yes, you can run around as a bush. As well as having the bush in this shop, there are also a few different hairstyles you're able to get, and again, loads of pollution-y themed items, because that is, of course, the whole point of it being Earth Day, as well as the Moglin and the Turtle, and a nice little elemental to go with it. CEO Totengeld does have some items that drop. They're pretty much all house items. However, General Pollution does also drop the items you can see on screen, so I'd hold out and defeat him instead, who I'll show you in a moment or two. If you do, however, defeat the CEO, you will spawn the mecha version, and you'll be able to get yourself a raccoon on a stick. Okay, Join Pollution is where we're heading to next, and there are 4 different monsters we're going to have a look at here, as well as some quests that do reward you with some items, although they are quite a low drop rate, especially a 2% Arbor armor, which could seem like quite a stint going through and getting that. Okay, Commodore Core. So this is the first set you can get, the Acid Rain set. So that is the armor, helm, and weapon you can see on screen. They're very cool, AC tagged, so worth thinking about. If you head up to the north of the map, you will find yourself Ozone. Ozone will drop you the bookshelf of Adam 1A1, of course, one of our favourite AE artists, and then you will also find yourself a few different turbine weapons that you're able to grab as well. Heading to the far left of the map, you will find Thermax, and defeating Thermax, you will eventually be able to get the Scythe if you do quite fancy getting Thermax's Scythe. Now, Kuro is over the far right-hand side of the map. Kuro does have seasonal items listed. I haven't chucked them up on screen because I'm not 100% sure if they're for Earth Day or not. It's a bit of a weird one because obviously Kuro is at a few different maps, so it may be worth just hopping on the wiki and actually looking at his list yourself just to see if you do want to try for any of those items, because I couldn't see what seasonal tag they actually were. And then lastly, but certainly not least, head to the north of the map in the little ship in the middle, and you'll be able to find General Pollution, who has got the Emerald Druid gear for you, which does come with a nice little globe cape if you want that, and some member weapons to go with it. Back over to our mate Cabjury in Battle on Town, and of course there is one of the biggest Easter egg hunts you're able to go on, and you will eventually get yourself the Easter egg house. I have covered the location of all of these eggs a couple of times in the past, so I would just go back and watch those older videos because I won't be covering them again this year. Or again, the wiki could be your best friend. Now, as we said earlier, Easter is a bit of a weird event. The updates they add are usually quite small, although this year we did get a couple bits added in, so that was nice to see. And it is the same story with the Gremog. They always just keep on adding more and more to that monster, and that list is getting pretty mahoosive. Anyway, folks, that is all for me for today. If I have missed anything really obvious, I will usually come back and do a part 2 video for this. So until next time, have a lovely day, and I'll see you all again for another one incredibly soon.